Hello SLAPAFISH community, welcome back to another tank console video. So in this video, I'm going to be reviewing the T28 Demolisher, one of the 3 tanks that came out last week. So, this is the last tank review I'm doing, and let's get started. So the Demolisher is on top. Oh yeah, I'm also going to be comparing the Demolisher T28 to the regular T28 prototype. Okay, the Demolisher is on top. T28 prototype is on the bottom. So as you can see, the T28 prototype is fully upgraded. So it's using the giant 120mm, what this tank gets. Okay. So the horsepower on the Demolisher is 810, which is better than the 28 prototype, which also gives it better horsepower to weight ratio, faster top speed at 30. And it's also faster in reverse. And it also has the same fire chance at 20%. So it's all around a faster T28 prototype. Alright, now we get to compare the two tanks' guns. So the Destroyer is on the left and the T28 prototype is on the right side. So as you can see, the Destroyer is a 105mm gun and the T28 prototype is 120mm. The difference between these two tanks is the Demolisher, the Destroyer, Demolisher, is a autoloader. It reloads in 22 seconds with 3 105mm shots. Aim time is 2.1 seconds, which is the same thing as the prototype. 0.35 on its accuracy, which is a better accurate gun. It also the prototype has better dispersion at 2.13 on the move. And 109. Oh wait, rotating the turret is better on the Demolisher at 1.01. They both fire at a range of 720 meters. They both had a gun elevation of 15 degrees and gun depression at 10 degrees. But the Demolisher has 3-round clip and a 2.5 inner reload. Alright, now we move on to the tracks. The Demolisher is on top and the prototype is on the bottom. So the Demolisher has an 18 degrees rotation speed, which is 2 degrees slower than the prototype. And the terrain resistance is worse on the prototype at 1.2, 1.5, and a 3.1. Which the prototype has better at 1.1, 1.4, and 2.9. Y'all told me in the comment sections, lower the number on terrain resistances, better it is. So, there we go. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Alright, so we move on to the turrets. The Demolishers on the top, prototypes on the bottom. As you can see, both of the turrets are really very similar. Well, are the same. View range on both turrets is 380 meters, and rotation speed is 18 degrees. Alright, next thing is the concealment and the spotting. Both of the prototype and the Demolisher have the same concealment and spotting. They both have 22 stationary and 13 moving, and a 380 view range, and a 745 signal range. So don't worry about the 37, 78 right beside spotting and concealment, because those change by equipment, consumables, and I forgot the third thing, but yeah, they changed, so don't worry about them. Okay, so I'm going to be doing this a little bit different. I'm going to be comparing the ammunition of the T28 prototype Demolisher first. So as you can see, the standard round does 320 damage, and the premium round does 320 damage, and the high explosive does 420. But the penetration on the standard is 198, premium penetration is 245, and high explosive penetration is 53. It fires 6.67 rounds per minute, and it's a 3-shot clip. It has 60 rounds, and the tank, and it also has a DPM of 2,134.4. So, pretty good. And now that's the T28 prototype Demolisher's ammo. Let's move on to the T28. Okay, now we are on the T28 prototype. So the T28 prototype has a 120mm gun. Its damage is 400 on its standard and premium, 515 on its high explosive, but its penetration blows the Demolisher out of the water at 248 on its standard, 297 on its premium, and 60 on its high explosive. That was for penetration. Penetration. It fires 5.94 rounds per minute, which gives it a 2,376 damage DPM, and it has 40 rounds in the tank, which is 20 less than the Demolisher. So that's basically the two guns, different type of ammo. So let's go move on to the armor. Okay, as you can see, the T28 prototype and the Demolisher had the same armor. And so they both have 203 millimeters at the front. And yeah, their weak points only because their weak points are 152 millimeters thick at the machine gun port and at the lower glacis plate. But the lower glacis plate, do not shoot there because it's not really a weight fight. The best spot to penetrate this tank is, even though it's 203 millimeters, you'll need 203 millimeters of penetration. The pennant is pretty flat. It's the turret cheese. Fire there before you fire anywhere else, because that's the easiest point to pin this tank from the front. Especially if it's hold down, just shoot it there and be like, boom. And premium rounds will just completely destroy this armor. Especially on the T28 prototype's gun, if you love like premium rounds or standard rounds, you're going to obliterate your own armor. So that's it. Oh yeah, both tanks have 1,150 hit points, so that's about it. Alright, now we move on to the battle of the T28 prototype Demolisher. So we ended up on Great Wall, and we're top tier. It's a standard match. So if you're wondering what kind of equipment I'm put on this thing, it's going to be a gunling drive, coated optics, and I forgot the third. I want to say crew vents. I want to say crew vents, but pretty sure that's wrong. But anyway. And it's like a 5-skill perk too, 5-skill crew too. So, okay. So, as you can see the speed, we kind of got up to our top speed pretty quickly at 30. There's a T28 prototype to our right. You can see he's pretty slow. He's pretty far back there. Not that far, but we're actually outpacing him because we have better horsepower to weight ratio. And as you can see, it does feel like a speedy 28 prototype. It does. I really felt like it did. I was like, when I was driving this thing, I was like, is the T28 prototype really this fast? Does it really gain up to its top speed this quickly? But after comparing the two tanks, I realized, like, wait a second. No! The Demolisher is actually it's faster than the T28 prototype. Remember, we have 10 degrees of gun depression. There's a 53 GP. That's very heavy. Put 2 shots into him. And third, we were able to do 902 damage to him. And we also tracked him to place. And we have 12 seconds until we're loaded again to do another 900 damage to another unlucky heavy tank that pops up. Or to try to finish him off. Whatever that works. There's a IS right there. Hello, Mr. IS. Yeah, as you can see, you have 60 rounds in this tank. It's really good to have a lot of rounds so you could bring a lot of different things. There's an IS. He actually pins us. And he takes our radio man. But we were able to put 3 shots into him. I honestly don't know where that shot went to. I looked for it and I couldn't find it. My guess is it went through the side of our armor. That's what I'm guessing, because I don't think he has penetration to go through our frontal plates. But 1 shot into him. And he's dead. T28 prototype, even the Demolisher is faster than T28 prototype, its top speed still holds it back. It still holds it back. And now, guess what? We're on Great Wall. Great Wall's pretty big. And I realized, this flank has been won. Our base is kind of open. So I want to race back, or go as fast as I possibly can to go to the base. It's basically both T28 prototypes. You go to one flank, and you stay there. And you push there, because when you're traveling back to your own base, it will take forever. It takes forever wherever you want to go. Even though you have 30 kilometers top speed, you have better horsepower to weight ratio than your standard cannon power. It still takes forever to get to places. We're going our 30 right now. And it's going to take us forever to make it to our base. So, yeah. Basically what the prototype is. Didn't really get to show you what the armor did. We did bounce a 53 TP that came over the edge. So, yeah. Not much to say. It's just Demolisher driving. There's the Daniel. We just lost all our artillery. Yeah. It's just nothing to talk about. It's just slow. And we actually blocked the shot right there. He actually shoots the dark shot, and we put an ammo rocket shot into him. He was almost at full health, and we just knocked him down from being almost full health to being that. And he actually pins us. I'm saying with premium. He pins us again. That shot actually goes into our frontal turret armor, where I said to shoot it at. It goes on the right side. And yeah, that's basically it. That's basically a T28 prototype Demolisher in a whole. You get to a flank, you get to the battle, you fight it out. If you try to go anywhere, it takes you forever. And your armor sometimes holds up, and sometimes doesn't. That's the Demolisher. Okay, random model wants to fall over. Basically it. We made 108,000 silver. 3,102 damage. Got second place, and we hit 10 shots. We fired 10 shots, hit 10 shots, and penetrated 10 shots. So, guys, if you like this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, remember to SLAPAFISH, because why would you? And peace out. See ya.